Some of my exes reappeared into my life. Seems like 2 days ago and today again. Let's talk about it. I know y'all just here for the achievement, and I get you. Don't even trip, girl. So the first one reappeared after I think it's been like 4 years since I've seen him physically, and he DM'd me on Facebook. But then we just stopped GM. I just said hi or whatever, and that's it. I didn't let it get further. And then the second one pops up at my door. Like, he knocked on my door. I go and open the door. I didn't know who it was. I didn't look. And it turns out it was one of the people that, if you know me, you know about the Cap, right? Y'all know about the Capricorn. Yeah, this is a person who I was friends with for a very long time. And then, we were trying to get to know each other. And, we were kind of I don't know. I'm going to call it stringing along for like a whole year. Most of the time it was friendship, but there was times where we did want to have a relationship, right? My spirit guys kept telling me to leave him alone, this and that. And I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen. And this man, if he would have been in a relationship with me, let's just say he had a baby on me. We're gonna say it, he had a baby on me. During the time when me and him got into a huge argument, he went back to his baby mama. And let's just say during the time he got her pregnant again. She became his baby mama for the second time. But that should have been a red flag for me since the beginning, because he has two different baby mamas. I didn't want to be no third baby mama. So, after that, he didn't tell me that she was pregnant for 7 months. We would still hang out and party and drink together. And in about July of 2022, I cut all ties with him. That was the final straw for me. I did not have to see anymore. My spirit guides were right. I did not have to see anymore. Since July of 2022, I have not heard from that man because he knew it was over. And tell me why today I could get a knock on my door, and I go and I open this door, and tell me why there was a woman and a man selling, that brand. They have a little booklet. It starts with an M and the second name starts with a K. This man was selling makeup and stuff, and he knocked on my door, and I look at her and I look at him, and I was like, what the fuck? Fucking flabbergasted. I was like, what are you doing? But she started talking and she was like, oh, do you have time? And I said, no, I don't have time. And then they kept talking to me, and I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused. Why is this man at my door knocking, trying to sell me something? He knows where I live. He knows. And he's here for a reason. And so they were like, oh, can we have your phone number? And I was like, no. And then he gives me a booklet with the products and stuff, and he writes his name on there with his phone number. And he goes, if you need anything, give me a call. And you know how I know I've grown since I last saw him? Because in no way, shape, or form, I was so unbothered by this man. I wasn't excited. I wasn't mean. I was just like, oh, what are you doing here? Oh, you live here? Just asking regular questions. But in no country, century, time, space did I want to talk to that man again. And I have healed. I know I'm healed. But not him knocking at my door. I think he came here for a reason, because he knows where I live. He used to live close to me. And then when they were they were talking to me, he mentioned that he lived in a different city than where I live. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing all the way over here? You could go sell over there in your city. Nope, that man came to knock on my door. But I didn't want to, I know this is I know it's a lesson, and I know they're testing me. I know they're testing me. And now, here I am, proud of myself, because I didn't fall for it. This would have been me a few years back. I would have been so excited to see him, because for some reason I couldn't get away from this man before. I guess I just didn't see him for what he was back then. But now that I do, Bye, Felicia. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just said, oh, I hope you have a nice day. I hope you saw a lot. And, move along with my life. But I was fucking flabbergasted. This man was at my door. And he would. This is the type of man that would fucking pull up to my place. But he had pulled up on me before, acting drunk. So now, I just wish the man well. But this retrograde is retrograding. Because that was two people from the past that I would have never expected to come back into my life. I thought that chapter was done. But now I officially close it and I'm done. And I feel nothing. Nothing. And I'm just happy to move on with my life. Because I know better things are coming. And if you got an ex coming back during this time, you are being tested. Don't fail this test. Do not fail this test.